Well, it's a super sad day if you're into motorcycle racing, especially MotoGP, because as of today, Valentino Rossi has announced his retirement after the end of this season. So that's 25 seasons, 25 years of racing MotoGP bikes from 500s to the current generation, and every iteration between the two is now done. Personally, I'm a I'm a Valentino Rossi fan, not on the fact that he's won so much, just on the pure fact of his personality. You can see that he's helping younger generations get into the sport. He's got his own secondary team with VR46. He helps train younger riders. He is just a really, really good ambassador, person, rider, racer, whatever you want to call him, for MotoGP. Great personality, awesome fans. Look at Mugello, just the amount of people that go there or every race because of him. He has this whole section. And now, what are you going to do without him? I know obviously you've got the new up and coming people like Fabio, and you still have Marc Marquez, who's been winning for a long time. And yes, I know that Valentino hasn't been winning, especially this year on the Petronas bike, but you have to give it to him. I mean, literally, he has titles in 125, 250, 500, just 115 wins, 235 podiums. Like, he is, if I don't know if MotoGP has a Hall of Fame, but I'm assuming instant first ballot, first second that he possibly can get in it, he is a Hall of Famer, and you can't discount that. Whether you're a Marquez fan or somebody else, or if you're not a Valentino Rossi fan, you have to give it for the fact that for what he's done for the sport, for how good he's been for so long. I mean, you see most people race for, 10, 15 years maybe, and that's like, if you're 15 years racing, you're old. Like, and he's been doing it for 25. He's double the age of most of the riders. He's probably been riding in MotoGP since before some of them were even born. That's incredible to think about, just that time difference. And it is, like, for the last couple of years, obviously, he hasn't been the fastest. I mean, last year he was finishing, 8th, 9th, 10th, which you have to consider for the fact he's finishing above half the field last year. This year, not so much, for, 12th, 13th, 14th. It hasn't been going very well at all, with crashes, bad qualifying, everything just, it's probably hit him that this definitely needs to be the end. But, I mean, at least in my opinion, it's not going to be the end of him in MotoGP, because, like I said, he still has his VR46 team. He's got, his VR46 ranch where he helps people train on, I want to call them supermotos. I'm assuming they're supermotos. They're, the dirt track kind of racing, training. So he's still going to be, I assume, around helping younger generations. I'm going to link the MotoGP.com article that I'm looking at sort of while I'm reading this, and there is a press conference that I haven't watched, but you can look that up too if you want. But it's just crazy that 25 years he's been doing this. That's such a long time to be racing in general, in any car, motorcycle, plane, boat, whatever you want to call it. That's a long time to be racing in general, but especially when you're doing it on a motorcycle and at the top level, on the fastest bikes, on the fastest tracks, with the most lean angle, and it's just incredible. It's, to me, insane to think that he's that old, well, not old, but that much older than everyone else, and still, being competitive. Obviously, he's not winning, he's not doing podiums anymore, but you're still faster than 99.9% of the people in this world on a motorcycle, which is great. And he does other things. If you haven't seen, like, he does Ferrari racing or endurance racing, stuff like that. So I think you're still going to see him racing, just it's going to be transitioned from motorcycle to four wheels, either endurance racing, maybe who knows what else, rally. I'm assuming if he wants to rally, he could definitely find a sponsor for it. And I don't know, I think it's awesome. I think he's an awesome personality. Again, super funny. If you've ever watched any interviews with him or where he's just like talking candidly with people, he's super funny. Great ambassador for the sport. obviously a huge name in the sport, and there's an open seat for next year. So who gets the Petronas seat? Who knows? I know I've heard conversations of like Jonathan Ray moving over, but who knows? But tell me what you think in the comments below. Are you a fan of Valentino Rossi? Are you happy he... I don't know. Are you happy he did as well as he did for so long? Or are you a Marc Marquez fan or something? Either way, whoever fan you go for, whatever rider you follow, you have to give it for the fact that he is one of the greatest riders of all time. No matter if, ands, or buts, whether you're not his fan or you are, you have to give it to it that he has been for so long at the top pinnacle of the sport. It's awesome to me. So, again, tell me what you think in the comments below. Are you sad to see him go? Who do you think is going to get his seat? I don't care. Just comment something, and we'll have a little discussion down there, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.